All right, this is Power, Knowledge is Power podcast live. I'm Tony Renfro, your guest. And tonight, my guest is Dr. Deborah Williams and my super friend, Miss Bobbie Patterson. They're going to be joining us. But first, I'd like to let you know that Knowledge is Power is a podcast live that we do every Sunday and Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock on Tuesday and 7:30 on Sundays. Knowledge is Power is a platform to share important information by educating the Southeast Texas African American communities with valuable information on health, education, local politics, business and personal finances, and leadership coaching. Please join us. If you'd like to join me on this show of Power, Knowledge is Power, please email me at tonyrenfro@msn.com. And we can get together and bring you on the show and let's share your information, your platform with the African American community and just everyone in Southeast Texas in general. Okay, now I'm going to bring my guests on here. Let's see if I can bring them on here together. Let's go, Doctor. That is Dr. Williams. Here's my friend, Miss Bobbie Patterson, and my new co-host, LaDonna Sherwood. She's going to be co-hosting with me on Knowledge and Power. Help me out a little bit. Do a little mouthpiecing. And she got them out. So,
yes, actually.
If you look down at the bottom of the page, you're going to see Miss Bobbie Patterson. She's got a picture on her. She's not quite ready to show her profile.
She's not playing fair.
No, she's not.
Yes, I Nobody gave me any rules.
Yeah, you hide behind the screen. But I know you ladies are very excited about the news today that we got Kamala Harris going to be the vice president.
Yes.
Yes.
Ain't that something?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Super excited. Like we got next. I'm so proud of Joe because I feel like he set us up for the future, baby. I was listening to CNN and they were saying, how many black women bosses do you have? How many black women are there in the Senate? How many? And I was just thinking, you know what? This is a huge setup for us. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Well, I know you are. I am too. Because when I tell anybody, they say, well, wait a minute. I tell anybody right now, the way this country is right now and divided, I'll vote for one-eyed monkey wearing wingtip shoes before I let that make office again. I can't take it. I'm sure you can't either. And I'm sure if they stop drinking the juice, they'll be fine too. But anyway, ladies, I am so glad to have you here, and those who are watching us. And I'd like to thank all my viewers because the viewership on this podcast is one of the largest viewership on podcasts on streaming live anywhere in this area. And I want to thank the audience that's followed me. And thank the audience that's watching and viewing us in groups and sharing it with their friends. So please share it when you get a chance to. I like to say to my early visitors, as I already commented, that's my cousin, Linda Spike Jones. She said, hello, cousin. That's right. I was wondering, I said, who is cousin? Oh, that's me. Hello, Linda. And Nikki and Nicole, I say good evening to them. And those of you who are with us, joining us this evening, if you'd like to comment and like to ask the young ladies, my guest tonight, any questions, please come in the comment box. We see it, I see it, and they see it. So when we can get to it, time permits, we'll get to it and answer your questions. And also, again, let me introduce you to my super co-host, LaDonna Sherwood. And she is, she just appeared on me. And I was about to introduce you again, let everybody know you're going to be sharing with us as well. Okay, now, ladies, I know you got, there she go. Guess she popped back in. All right, let me put it back.
It happened to my thing, but I'm super excited to be here.
I don't know.
Super excited to be co-hosting, and I am even more excited about these ladies that we have on tonight.
Yes. Tell me, you guys had a back to school supply giveaway on last Saturday. How did it turn out?
Oh, it was excellent. Very successful back to school supply giveaway. we did it a little bit different this time. We had a drive-through. So all the parents and the kids stayed in their vehicles, and we distribute the supplies to them by way of putting the supplies in their truck. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And we did it very expeditiously. We had our mask on, we had our gloves on, and we took scanned everybody's temperature to make sure everybody was well. And it just flowed very smoothly. So and we got rid of all of the supplies. So it was very, very successful.
Good. I wish I had excuse me, my mouth was dry. I wish I had an opportunity to get by there because I now have a video equipment now that I can take on the scene and could have recorded you guys live. I'm glad it did turn out well. But you know, at one time, and I'm want y'all very clarify me now. I know one time that I always thought there was just one group, you and Dr. Williams and Ms. Patterson. I thought you all was in one group, but then I found out there's two groups. Right.
Fortunately, I'm in both groups.
Okay.
Both groups I think are awesome groups. So
yeah, because I remember I came there to speak to your group and I saw all of y'all there. And I said, wait a minute, this is one group. Okay, good. But now it actually is two groups. Dr. Williams, you have the National Association of University of Women, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
You're the president of that group.
I'm the president of that group. That's right.
Tell us a little bit about that group and how it gets started and who are the members. I mean, I know you have quite a few, but you might not be able to name everybody.
Yeah, right. Okay, this group was started in 1969 by a lady that's well known in this community. She's deceased now. Her name was Elodia Rim, and you know her. She was a teacher at Hebert High School. She started this group in 1969, and she had some ladies who she started this group with, Mrs. Doris Goofy, who you also know, Patricia McDonald, Mrs. Audrey Thompson, who you know, and Margaret Jones. And these are the charter members of this group. And they wanted to do something to impact this community positively. And we do things to affect this community socially, in the field of education, also in healthcare. And also we try to affect the senior citizens and the youth. And this group is a national group. It was started in 1910. It started off as the College Alumni Club, but in 1924, that name was changed to the National Association of University Women. We have 38 members at this time. We are very proud of that. We took in 10 members in February of this year. A lot of young ladies, you know, you always need to make sure you have young ladies involved because I'm getting old and some of the other ladies are getting old, so we have to make sure we have young ladies involved. We have what we call a 5-point initiative. And in that initiative, we try to affect education, health, community and political involvement. We love to have Bobbie in that, but Bobbie joined our group. A lot of these groups, Tony, are doing the same things. They do it in different ways. We impact the same things. We do national and international awareness, and we also do HBCU support. So we're involved in a lot of areas. We don't do a lot of busy work. We try to do things efficiently so we don't tire our ladies out.
Well, tell me a little bit about your Get Out the Vote efforts. Don't you guys work on getting out the vote as well?
Right, with Bobbie. We do a lot of that with Bobbie. We participate in the forums that she does. But we also have ladies who get out and help with voter registration at their churches. And we have some ladies who are actual registrars who took the training for that, and we participated that way. But a lot of our efforts with Bobbie, with her forums, and we also have a member, Bobbie Granger, who has been in the political arena here, helping with the Democratic initiative. She's been doing that for a number of years. She's also a member of National Association of University of Women. So she's also there also in the political arena.
Great. Now, we're going to get ready in September. We're going to get ready for we're going to be less than 80 days. Actually, we're going to be less than 70 days when we get into September, and we're going to start a huge online podcast. And we're going to keep the power going. We're going to keep the initiative going. We're going to keep that excitement going towards the general election. So I'm going to invite those candidates from the local area candidates to join in several times, not just one time, but several times, as we continue to push for those voters to the polling place. And also, I like to also ask you guys, are you working with the Census 2020?
Oh yeah, that's one of the things that we do. Our organization like to partner with several organizations in the city. As Deborah said, we partner with NAUW to do register people to vote and to do forums and to get out to vote. This Saturday, we had a voter registration drive along with our back to school supply giveaway. And we also had Delina King, who's the supervisor over the Beaumont census. And she and a couple of her people were out there. We allowed them to, early during the week, to place their flyers in the backpack with the school supplies for each family, so that we can try to encourage more people to please complete the census. We really, really, really need everyone to complete the census. So that was one of the areas in where we're partnering with the census, the government, in terms of getting people to complete the census. And then we did our register to vote as well. Our members, the members in 100 plus, are all deputy registers. We have them to get deputized every 2 years, so that we can register anybody at any time, because we feel like it should be an ongoing initiative to register folks to vote. Because as you know, sometimes we think we're registered to vote and we're not. Even though we've registered, at sometimes we get married, we move, all kinds of things happen, or our mail doesn't come. And when that happens, the county does what? Put them on suspend. Then the next thing you know, their voter registration is purged and they're not registered to vote. So we try to make sure that everybody is up to date on their voter registration. So yes, we definitely support the census. We've sent out messages on social media and try to work with the census in as partners to try to get as many people as we can to complete the census, because you all know that's where our federal dollars come in to play.
Yeah, Bobby, explain to the viewers again about the federal dollars that we will recruit by registering to vote.
Okay, I'm not working with the census, but as best as I know, federal dollars such as money that goes to Head Start, to the schools, we get money for that. We get money for infrastructure. We select because of how many people will complete the census, that will determine how much representation we get also at the state level, like our Joe Desatel and them, how many state representatives we get, how many Congress persons we can get.
Redistricting, the way they draw the lines,
where they draw the lines,
healthcare money, how many hospitals we need, how many policemen we need,
firemen, Medicare, Medicaid, all of those things.
It's a bunch of things.
It's very, very important that they complete these census so we can continue to get the dollars, because we need it at this point. How much FEMA money that's gonna come to our city. It's just a whole gamut of things. So that's why it's so important. And it's very, very important because you can only do this every 10 years.
10 years, yeah. If I could just
no matter
chime in,
what
it
you
is
do,
super important that we are all counted, because that matters.
That's right. I don't.
Our ballots matter, and our community matters. And in order to make sure that we are that we count, we have to first fill out the census. So I'm super excited about that.
I am too. I'm on with you, sister. So it's important. It's right up there with registering to vote, I think, and voting, because we need the money, and we also need those persons in office to spend the money right in our city.
That's correct.
Now, well, let's stay on that subject for a second, because I want to make sure that I understand you. That you also said that every one of your members are deputies registrars, right?
Oh yeah, we have them in January. As a matter of fact, we invite other ladies from other groups to come in and get deputized. We'll come out and do the training. I think Deborah, you came one year, right?
Right.
To be deputized. So anybody that needs to be deputized, they're welcome to come. We tell our ladies, please invite anybody who wants to be a deputy registered, or they can just go down to the county or go online and become a deputy registrar. Because you cannot register anyone unless you are one. If you do it, you're doing it illegally. So you got to be a deputy registrar to do that.
When is the deadline for registration for the general election?
I think it's October. I wish I had that info. I didn't know you was going to ask me that. But I think it's October 5th, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if things are going to change, because the early voting has been moved back to October 13th instead of October 19th. So some of those other dates may be slightly moved, but to my knowledge, it's October 5th.
Yeah, we're great. Now, and I want to get it back to that. I'm gonna stay on that subject for a little bit, and Dr. Williams, I'm gonna come back with you. But you like to chime in, you like to add in, come on in here and join us. I got two talkers here on the show tonight, so I don't have to. Speaking of candidates and things like that, I know that I think it's your group, both of y'all groups, you guys are involved in the local candidates, and you kind of help vet them and to find out who you're thinking that most suitable for us to at the elections. You don't want to get into that.
No, we can't really endorse anybody.
I know that because you're a 501c, but I'm saying you guys
cannot endorse any person, any candidate, or any party. But as an individual, we can support who we want to
support.
Right.
And in other organizations, yes, Tony, you've been involved when there has been some vetting. But, we always say that, we want the individual, we want everybody to be knowledgeable. So we put the information out there, who the candidate is, what they're running for, what their platform is, and we as citizens got to learn how not only to be informed and educated voters, we have to, once these people get elected, we have to hold them accountable. We
must hold them accountable.
We've not done that in the past.
That's right.
And I'm hoping for organizations.
Our churches when it's election time, and then once they have won, you don't see them again till it's that time again.
Hello.
Like that. I've never liked that. And we've got to start telling them prior to their getting elected, will you meet with our group? Will you do this for our community? Will you do that? Okay, can we meet with you in 3 months after you have got elected to see where you are with that? 6 months
I am
later,
super excited about groups like yours. And I was thinking that, just as a suggestion on the outside, maybe we should start doing some sort of report cards together. We need to make a report card. How are you completing the mission that we agreed that you were going to be put in position to do? We need to start scoring these people.
I think also, people think that when you go to a forum, it's going to be very boring, but you'll be very surprised how you really see how some people's character really comes out of the forum when they answer they get questions they're not anticipating, and they have to answer it. And when your true colors come out of the forum, that people who you thought you knew, and you really find out how they really think. A forum gets more exciting than you really think it is. I've been to almost all of the forums Bobbie has put on, and you really learn something about candidates when you go to a forum. So it's not as boring as you think it is. And that's why a lot of people stay away. But that's the only way you find out about who you're voting for and what they really think is at a forum. And a lot of people need to attend these forums to know who they're voting for, who they're up against.
That's true.
A lot of people know who you think it is.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying they show their true colors.
That's right.
That's when you learn whether or not they have the same ideals that you have, that they represent the same concerns that you have. That's where you see where the integrity will start coming out too.
Right. And that's a part of that vetting process. We're getting to know you. We're getting to know you when we're talking to you, when we're asking you the tough questions, when we're putting you on the spot about issues and ideas and things that we want to know about you. This is where we're, we may not be able to endorse a candidate, but we can definitely go in and say, hey, what about this? What about that? And see how your response is. And we can make our own discernment from there.
That's right. And also, you may not want to ask that question yourself, but you can send your question up there, and send it up there anonymously. Right. And ask what you may not want to ask face to face. You have that option in the forum. You can be as brave as you want to be.
Yes, because we have the cards, and you don't have to put your name on it.
That's right.
That's right. Question, we give it to our judges, and they spit them out, and you have to respond accordingly.
Right. But now, and I always tell it all the time is if you're going to run for office, local office, make sure you're available. Make sure you come back to the community that got you there. Just come back and let's revisit it with each other, because you said you're gonna do some certain things, but you don't, and we don't see them no more. And I tell it all the time on my show is stop inviting those other folks to your church. You don't see them no more until once they're elected. You never see them again until the next election.
That's right. They should be accessible at all times to the
That's right. That's right. I'm going to stop here for a minute, but I'm going to say for those of you, just something that I just want to put in here as a break. For those of you who would like to be a guest on the Knowledge is Power podcast to share with the community about your civic groups, organizations, business, or entrepreneurship, please email me at tonyrenfro@msn.com, and we'd like to have you to come and join us on the podcast. We're going to go and visit with Dr. Williams right now. And Dr. Williams, tell us a little bit about the scholarship program that the National Association of University Women. Y'all go by the short name of NAUW, right?
I think she may be frozen.
That's correct. NAUW.
Yeah, I think we kind of lost her there. So, Bobbie, could you answer that?
I had to log out and log back in, but it's working now.
Okay. I think she froze up on us.
Yeah, mine did too.
Bobbie, you here with us?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll just move on to your guy.
About our scholarship while we're waiting on her to get back on.
She'll get back on. Yeah, she has to get back on. Tell us a little bit about your you have what you call the Black, Green, Red, and Green banquet. Tell us a little about that.
Oh yes, the Black, Red, and Green banquet is our only fundraiser. It's an annual fundraiser that we had to postpone to October 24th. Now, we generally have it in March because that's National Women's Month. And so we celebrate National Women's Month during the month of March. And so because of COVID, we reschedule it to October 24th. But at any rate, this is the time that we honor a special woman in our community, and we call that uh, our Outstanding Woman of the Year. We also honor unsung heroes and heroines in our community. We also commend and give honor to our Member of the Year, and we give scholarships. We give scholarships to high school senior girls at all three of the high schools, public high schools here in Beaumont. And then we also give two second chance scholarships to women who, for whatever reason, did not finish college, did not
that's great.
go to college, or for whatever reason, we just want to go to college or get some training. And then we provide two scholarships for what we call our second chance scholarships. So we're excited about that. And we're looking forward to this. And I pray that we can have it this year. And so what we do to raise money is we sell tickets to the banquet, and they're $45 a ticket, or you can get a table for $4.50. We get ads. Tony, I think you got an ad in our booklet. LaDonna, if you'd like to get one, I'm welcome to.
Sure.
And we also have sponsors, and we recognize our sponsors there too at that banquet. And we have our youth; they are our hosts and hostesses. So we give them a little certificate of appreciation as well. So it's exciting times, and we generally have some type of entertainment. This year we're going to have Teresa Grayson. She's a saxophonist. She's a singer. She's really good. She's out of Houston. And so we've had comedians, we've had speakers, we've had singers, we've had people that just spoke. Dr. Ron Bailey spoke about diabetes and how it affects the Black people. We just do a number of things, and it's an exciting time for us because we really enjoy it. Our guests really enjoy it, and it's our way of raising money to do the scholarships.
I think that's very interesting about the second chance scholarships, because I always hear people offering young people scholarships, but you never really get a chance to just go back and have some type of support system as an adult. And so I'm super excited about that. That's very interesting. That's my first time kind of hearing about inviting older ladies that want to do something, that want to better their future or improve their education. That's really great, because sometimes when you get older, you need that extra push. You just need to feel, that extra encouragement and having somebody back you up. I'm one of those people that went back to school. I mean, I went to school regularly, but I also went back after I had a family. And just to hear other women in the community kind of supporting you through your endeavors after you've gotten married, after that you've had kids, after that you've been out of school for a while, that they support you, they're here for you, they're betting on you that you're going to complete the mission. That's exciting. I think that's great.
Oh, thank you. We do too. We feel like there are so many women out there who need that second chance, who need that break. I mean, it's not a whole lot of money, but it's a start. And plus, we're an organization that would like to uplift women. That's our main goal, is to uplift and support each other. So we enjoy it, and we'll be so excited when we do have applicants for that.
That's great. That's really good.
So we do a lot of things with the money that we do, and we do a lot of community service. We support and volunteer with the Take Yourself and a Loved One to the Doctor Health Fair, Gift of Life. We work with them. We volunteer with them. We are a business partner with Beaumont Independent School District. We donate food to some other place and volunteer there. We volunteer at Southeast Texas Food Bank. And of course, we have helped with certain projects international. Like we have 2 or 3 Action of Love projects where we sent sheets to Haiti, the Haiti project when they had I think they had a flood or something, and then a Malawi project we sent the To Be Kind to a student in Maui so they can buy desks for their new school that they were building for them. It's called the Donate a Desk campaign. We have members that participate in the ROAR program, reading to the kids at school. We just have a lot of things. We've done an initiative program and gone to, well, when it was Ozan, talked to 9th graders about various issues, so we do a lot, and we volunteer with the toy feast. We donate money for that. We volunteer with CASA. We donate diapers to the Hope Women's Resource Clinic. We send back to school supplies to Girls Havens. It's just so many things that we have done. It's been once a quarter. We have tried to have speakers to come in to talk about various issues, like, for example, health issue. We had Dr. Williams come in and talk about diabetes. We had another lady come in and talk about hypertension. We've had attorneys come in. Attorney Chappelle Carrier came in and talked to us about the living wills and trust. Women in finance. We had Cecilia Scott. We've just, anything that has to do with educating and uplifting and making our women aware of what's going on and what things that we should know about. So those are just a few of the things. I don't want to talk all day because Deborah's on, so you can let her talk.
Okay, welcome back, Dr. Williams.
Thank you. I'm still a Christian.
That's okay. I told you just log back in. I texted you and said, log back in here, lady. Tell us a little bit about UAUW and your scholarship program.
Okay. Well, we have, as I said, in our 5-point initiative, in our education development, we do things with BISD. This is still, just a second. This is still bothering me. Oh God. This is
computers are.
Yes. We do things with BISD. When I was still at Head Start, we had a program called Father Reading Every Day, and we would do things with the fathers. They would do with their children. We have pizza parties with them. At that party, they would the fathers would do things with their kids. They would have like daddy bingo, where the kids at bingo, they would say daddy. But the bingo games, they would have little things they would have to do, not do like the numbers. They would say like red. They would look for the number red, things like that, to try to do an educational thing with the bingo. We'd also do scholarships to seniors. We just partnered with Jonathan Williams School of Performing Arts. We're going to do that starting this year, which we are really excited about that. Bobby mentioned ROAR. We do ROAR. We also have a connection program where we will partner with one classroom, and whatever child is having trouble in that classroom, we will do one-on-one with that child in the classroom and try to help them raise their reading math level in their classroom. We do an awful lot with health promotion. We have whatever the health awareness is for that month, we'll target that month, and we'll do posting on Facebook, also posting with the NAUW around the nation, whatever information they need for that month, then we'll give information for that. Doing particular diseases like Go Red for Heart, we'll go out to the churches and do different presentations for that. Again, with diabetes, which is my heart, for that we do awareness and we do presentations for that. With the COVID that's out now, people with diabetes are at risk, and we do information for that on Facebook, also with the NAUW, also with our branch information for that. We do also for breast cancer, Pink Out with the for that. Obesity with the children who were at the school with their parents, we do nutrition for that. We adopt the senior citizens. We adopt the single parent family. We go to the nursing home during Christmas and Mother's Day and do parties for the Alzheimer's units. A lot of people forget about the people with Alzheimer's. They like to have fun too. They like to have things done also, and so they love it. We go for Christmas. We sing Christmas carols, and this past Christmas, let me tell you, they wanted songs. We sang until we couldn't sing anymore. We sang. I tell you, it was so much fun. They love that. We do a thing called plump purses, where we get gently used purses or new purses, and we fill them with toiletries, lingerie, books for the kids. We take it to the women's shelter on Corley's, and for them to kind of uplift their spirits. You know, they're there in a sad situation, and try to give them something to be happy about. We do the MLK Humanitarian Award. We do that every year. We pick a man in the community who exemplifies the ideals of Martin Luther King, and we give him that award. Gary Senegar got it this year. And we also pick a woman in the community who does impact the community in a positive way. We name her as Woman of the Year. We do that for our Founders Day, which we didn't have this year because of this pandemic.
But what you, not to cut you off, your group is doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
But not to cut you off, something that just hit my nerve here, and I want to kind of go over it. I got to ask you. I'm going to ask you in front of everybody. Would you come back and do one show just on diabetes?
I would absolutely love to.
You know,
that's my ministry.
We are suffering from. Our people are suffering from diabetes.
Yes,
and we do not know how.
And in the community with the. I'm sorry, in the community with the COVID, it's just a lot that we need to be made aware of.
And a lot of people got upset with the Surgeon General. He was not criticizing our community. He was just stating a fact. Right. And the problem is that it is here. It's like the hurricane is in the Gulf. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it's here. And now that it's here, and this is not the first time that we have heard that we are at high risk and we have high levels of diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, all these. This is not the first time we've heard that. But now that COVID is here and everybody is afraid, everybody's upset, and it's like that he's attacking the community. It's not that he's attacking the community. It's just that it is what it is. That is here. We've been hearing and we've been told that we need to do something about it, and we do. We do. You know, I did for 15, 20 years. We've had free classes down at the extension office, absolutely free. Advertised it, put it everywhere, and we would have 4 and 5 people in class.
Well,
we did at the churches and at the church, 4 and 5 people, you know, and we go to where you are. We tell you, we go right where you are, 4 and 5 people. And they will say, well, I know what to do. And I'm looking at you and no, you don't know what to do. You don't, you know what to do. You're not doing it. Why? And it's just, and you know, tell me why. If you let me know why you're not doing it, I'll try to help to see why you're not doing it. You know, because it's not an easy disease. And I tell these people who telling them what to do, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Stop trying to sabotage and stop talking about them, telling them you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to shut up and leave them alone, because it's not an easy disease to control. It is not. The people who think they know so much, shut up. You know, it gets on my nerves to be badgering them like that. It's hard enough to do. You couldn't do it one day.
I know.
Tell them what to do. You know, it's my pet peeve. It is, because
I would love to. I want to invite you back. Just a show just with you and myself and Donna, and we're just going to. I want you to educate the community on diabetes, how to handle the diabetes, it's how to manage yourself. You know, because a lot of times, and stop listening to everybody else.
That's right. That's right.
And it's an expert.
Right.
So.
And it's in every family. It's more common than you know. And when we don't talk about it, then we we miss opportunities, especially like you say with the professionals, where the people inside the home may not know what they're talking about.
Right.
So we need to get professional.
Everybody has their remedy for it, you know.
Right.
Help people doing all kind of crazy stuff.
All these little bootleg doctors.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about this, and we talked about this at the beginning of the show. How I was excited, and I knew you all was excited that for the announcement today, because we're talking about women and your women organization, how much you're doing, and how much you're doing. A lot of people don't know that you all guys are doing so much for the community, and I applaud you all and thank you for all you do and what you have been doing. And I hear folks say, "Oh, they ain't doing that." They're a lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. I invited you all because I knew what you was doing, and I wanted the public to know that what the work that you are doing behind the scene, or on the scene, and on the side. So I want to applaud you guys. Thank you so much for what y'all been doing, you and Bobbie, Patterson, and your organizations. And I know quite a few of you guys. I know quite a few of the ladies in that organization, and you guys work hard, super hard. I saw you at a couple of public forums, candidate forum, and I saw the work that you was doing, and I said, I got to get these people back out here and get them out here, that folks know that you guys are doing the work. But we got to grab a part.
And I'm super excited to be a part, because as a young lady, these are the ladies that are laying the foundation for the future, for what we have to look forward to as far as our endeavors and goals that we should always push towards, and the higher aims in life. When sometimes it's not just about you and your foe and no more. It's about your community. It's about the people that are outside of your house that you can reach, that you can touch, that you can help, that you can inspire, that you can empower, that you can encourage. And these ladies are out in the community doing what they're saying that they're doing, and they're giving people like myself and other women like myself hope and inspiration, and just something as a guidepost of what's appropriate and right, and which direction should you be headed in, and what type of avenues should you be addressing in your community. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about being a co-host on this show, because I'm going to get to meet people that I wouldn't otherwise get to dialogue with. And I'm proud of you ladies. I'm super excited. Keep doing what you're doing. And I look forward to working with you in some capacity. I don't know what y'all need me to do, but I'm here for y'all.
So
may I say one thing?
Yes, go ahead.
I would be remiss if I would leave off this podcast tonight and not say congratulations to women. This month, we celebrate the 100th year of women's suffrage. Amendment 19, our right to vote.
That's right.
And we have made some strides.
Yes.
Some strides. So
yes,
let's not forget that. This is the month of the 100th year. I think it was August 6th. You know what? I'm getting a little bit older. Y'all gonna have to help me out. So when I don't have notes, I forget. But anyway, I know that because this is the month that I started Operation One Vote. I know we're not here to talk about that, but that's one of my ministries, and one of my passions is to get people registered to vote, get them educated, and getting them out to vote. This month will also celebrate my having Operation One Vote for 25 years.
Wow.
It also celebrates this year 15 years with 100 plus Black women organization. And look, I am the founder and the president, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have been told the whole time that I was on city council, and even afterwards, you don't never toot your own horn. I say, Lord have mercy, I got to be in my late 60s before I
toot your horn.
I'm going to toot my horn.
Toot it. Go ahead and toot it, girl. Go ahead and toot your horn.
We have done a lot. I'm telling you, women, we've done a lot. Now we're going to be a vice president.
That's right.
I'm so excited.
I am excited about.
Yes, that's going to solidify the ticket there. That's exciting, and that's going to be.
May I say one other thing?
Yes.
We do have a new branch that's in Liberia, West Africa, that was inducted last year, and we're proud of that. It's the Ann Sandell School. So it's a pre-K to 9th grade girls. So we are proud of that.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. That is great. Hey, now, ladies, now, we talked about it earlier in the show, and I'm excited because you just mentioned it again about today was history. It was history was made today, and some of you young people that's watching it know that this is the first time that we have placed on a major ticket a African American, a woman of color,
yes,
on the presidential ticket.
Yes.
And here's another thing about it. It all started local. I mean, it started with you guys, the organization, what you guys are doing, and we need to teach our young ladies and mentor them and get them more involved in twerking and jumping off. You know,
Lord Jesus.
we got to get. We just got to educate our people, and
Definitely.
we definitely.
And it's a time and a place for everything, but it's just not outside your home with your husband.
Right. And I tell you what. I tell you what. Do you not know? Listen. LaDonna, did you not know that Bobby Patterson was the first African American female on the city council here in Beaumont?
I am super excited about that. I did know that because actually Joseph is my stepdad, and let me tell you, he couldn't be more proud of her. That's her cousin. So yes, I'm well aware.
Who?
Joseph Ryan. Joseph Ryan.
Oh, yes.
That's my stepdad.
Yes, I remember. I know. I didn't hear what you said. I say,
Yes. I want him to know I'm well aware because baby Joseph is super proud.
Yes, thank you so much.
You see that doctor? They about to start a family reunion, a little mini family reunion here.
Hey, I'm all right with it.
That's all right. Yeah, I mean, it's so good to have you on. And I told Bobby, I call her the old diva. I said, I said that I got to get Bobby on here because I know I have to. I don't do anything until I get her here, and she's here. But even though she sweat her hair out on Saturday, she couldn't show her face today. My hairdo ain't right either today. But
that's not mine either. That's all right.
See, I missed my beauty shop appointment just to get those kids their supplies. I'm telling you, we just got to do it. Sometimes we just have to make the sacrifices.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Listen, I really appreciate your persistence in asking me to be on this. I've truly enjoyed it. And Dr. Williams, y'all don't know, I'm in NAUW, and she's an awesome leader. And what she says she does, that's just the tip of the iceberg. She does a lot of things, and it's a ministry to her. And so I am very, very honored to be on this show with her. And I thank you so much, Tony and LaDonna, for inviting us.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I thank you so much for having Bobby. You are great also. I'm glad to have her in NAUW because she has opened up a lot of channels for us. And she said the registrar thing and work with the school supplies is just good to work with people, to have good people to work with. The best women in NAUW, they are just wonderful. They're great. Wouldn't have any other ladies, really. I love them. Great support. They do wonderful things. They're very quiet, very laid back. You don't hear about us, so let me tell you, we're wonderful.
We are like Deborah, we are like a quiet storm. That's
right.
We don't have to talk about it. We be about it. And
that's right.
LaDonna, August, September, this is our membership drive month. So if you or any other women would like to join our organization, I know 100 plus. These are the 2 months for our membership drive. When is ours we just had ours though. Recently with NAUW, huh?
NAUW February. We started February.
In February. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all again. All right.
Well, Dr. Williams, please, we're going to get together and I want you to be on here.
I'll
let's
be
talk
there.
about diabetes and obese. We got to talk about the obese too.
Yep. I sure understand that.
They go hand in hand.
That's right. That's right.
I can just push myself back off the table sometimes. I feel a little bit better. Hey, let me tell you guys, on Sunday, coming Sunday on Knowledge is Power Podcast Live, I'm going to have Gary Senegar on. He's running, he's a future candidate for mayor of Beaumont. And he'll be with us on Sunday. And we're going to hear what his platform is about and just hear and get to know who Gary really is. You know, and he'll be with us on Sunday at 7:00 on Sunday. And on the following Tuesday, which is the 18th, at 8:00, I will have the current mayor of Beaumont, Becky Ames, was going to be with us on Tuesday the 18th. And on the following Sunday, I guess I'm moving a little faster, but the next following Sunday, I'm going to have the Jefferson County candidates that are running in the general election this November. So they're going to be with us, Joe Desertil, Miss Pollard, and Zena Stevens, and some of those I haven't gotten in touch with. And also Joseph Trahan is going to be along with us from the Democratic headquarters. He is the
chair, the county chair.
Yeah, I went blank there. He's the chair person for the Jefferson County committee. So we're going to have them here. I've got to reach out to a few more of them to make contact with them and bring them all in here. Everyone that's running for in the November election, I want them all here on the fourth Saturday, Sunday of this month. And on the last Sunday of the month, which will be the Labor Day weekend, I hope to have Willie Knighton and from KJet Radio here with us, and all the jocks from the old days are going to be with me. I'm going to invite Bonnie Brown and some of the folks, Trudy, those folks that hung around us or was around us during the time, during the early days of KJet. Like I always used to say back in the day, the only show in town wasn't. So I would have that group with me. These are people really, I had to find Willie K because he and I are the only living jocks that's still living, and I want to make sure that we get a chance to meet up with everybody, because we're going to be also dedicating the show to Bob Brown as well. So with that going forward, in the month of September, remember September and October, we're going to be in a political drive. We're going to have candidates on, and we're going to be having groups that supporting those candidates. We're going to be having voters, registrars on here. We're going to be on the scene on a lot of places, making sure that we get people out to vote. Yes. Again, LaDonna, do you have any of your last words, my love? No, you ain't said a word. Now you're breaking up. Now what you going to get some
frozen?
All right, go ahead now. You still? No, I don't hear anything you saying. So again,
it's frozen.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, Dr. Williams and Miss Bobbie Patterson, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I will definitely, I'll be calling you back again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
That I can. Yeah.
Look, it's finally working. I was frozen. I was saying I'm just super excited, and I'm glad to be a part of this with these ladies and everything that's going on this month. And I am just super excited. But I don't know. Sometimes it's freezing up. But I'm super excited, ladies, and we appreciate your time. And we're happy to have you, and we'll have you back soon.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. We'll talk to you again.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.